Forget everything you thought you knew about anti-aging treatments. We're entering a revolutionary era of rejuvenation and prejuvenation, where science gives us the power to both reverse aging and to prevent it. With me is Dr. Maureen Allen, founder of Skin Renewal, Victor Snyders, the CEO, and Suzanne Schlechter, head of marketing for Catrice. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Cindy.
Rejuvenation, prejuvenation. Dr. Maureen, are you ever too young? And very importantly, are you ever too old to start your skin renewal journey?
No, absolutely. Most of our patients are still over the age of 40 coming in, because they look in the mirror, they look tired, they look angry, they come in, they want to know what can we do. But we are seeing that the Gen Zs and the millennials are actually, becoming so savvy, about their skin. I think they see it on Instagram and they're coming in wanting to know, what can they do? And this is so important. This pre-rejuvenation, especially in South Africa, is so important because we have so much sun damage done to our skins before the age of 20. And as Victor always says, it starts in the cradle. Your mother must look after your skin because you don't know, what's happening. So for the first 6 months, you do not take your child into the sun. That skin is just too vulnerable. And then after that, make sure when they're playing sport, because South Africa is a very sporty, country. The kids are out playing netball, they're playing soccer, they're swimming, they're playing tennis, and very often they play it in those very high UV index hours between the time of 11 and 2. So it's very important that you do protect your kids. Let them wear sunproof clothing, let them put a hat on, and keep reapplying that SPF every 2 hours. Because by the time they get to us at 25, there is sun damage. And very often they've had, I don't know how many of you had very severe skin burns, and that is one of the risk factors for developing these skin cancers down the line. We have a very mixed population, so the darker skin types do have more health than us. They have a natural SPF of about 13. We've got an SPF skin type 1, 2, 3 of like 3.3, so we're very vulnerable to the sun, and all the damage occurs. That deep UVA ray, which penetrates deeply, breaks down collagen and elastin, causes thickened elastin down the line, and then the UVB is the burning ray, which causes the sun damage and the skin cancers more superficially. So very important to wear SPF. Don't go out in the midday sun and come in and let your skin be assessed. Our doctors will assess you and take a history to see whether you have been exposed to more sun living in South Africa.
Suzanne, even in makeup now, we see SPF ingredients in many of your Catrice makeup products and other ingredients that help your skin.
And to link to what Dr. Maureen's saying is, makeup is now starting to go into a trend of more healing the skin. It's like we would say, heal whilst you conceal. And I think with trends such as Korean beauty, that has really now set a mark for skincare that has the benefit of makeup. Because you can look at ingredients not only for SPF, but like a vitamin B3, niacinamide.
That's like a treatment cream.
Yeah, which is
excellent.
And that is good in a foundation, it's good in a primer that we have, in fact, in Catrice as well. And that is good for pigmentation. It's good to boost ceramides, it's good for collagen, it's good to calm and heal the skin. So I think we're entering an era where people are not just educating about how to prevent pigmentation and how to be safe, but also they're getting more educated on makeup. It's not just about transforming my look, it's about how to enhance it and how to have a treatment whilst I'm wearing it.
And to look after the skin, but very importantly, I don't think the SPF in all those ingredients, the more you add on, the better. But you still need to put a UVA, UVB, SPF 30 on as your last layer, and then you can put the foundation because you need that SPF. And you don't put enough. I mean, you don't put like a whole, like a lather your face with foundation. It's a very thin layer. So I'm just, especially living in South Africa, you need to put that SPF on and then you can put your foundation on.
If you've left it for so many years that you haven't looked after your skin and all of a sudden you're older and you realize, I'd like to do something, what then do you do?
Okay, so you come in, we have to assess your skin to see how, how bad the wrinkles are, how bad the sagging is. And, the best treatment we have is fractional ablative lasers, the CO2 or the pearl fractional. But you'll be surprised how many women don't want the downtime. It does come with downtime between, 5 and 10 days. But here you get 30-40% improvement with one treatment. And this is also like a medical treatment because you do improve those precancerous cells in the skin. So my one patient said, oh, my husband will go with, for that if I tell him I've got precancers and, it's going to treat that. And I just see these women who come in at the age of 50 and they haven't, stayed out of the sun. They're very sporty and you cannot believe the sun damage that they have all over their body. So that would be, my go-to treatment would be, these ablative fractional lasers. And there you'd need 1, 2, 3, depending on how bad your sun damage is. So there's still hope for these patients. And then in the darker skin types, we still have RF needling. We've got the pico laser. We have lasers that are completely colorblind that we can do. And our ND-YAG laser, that's why we bought it 20 years ago. It's incredible because that's our workhorse laser that does all skin types and does, has so many different settings for so many different indications, including skin type 6.
And does that have a downtime as well or not?
No, that's all non-ablative, no downtime. It's like a warm heat. But you need, obviously, with those kind of treatments with no downtime, you need more treatments, between 6 and 8 treatments. Monthly treatments. So there's hope for everybody. And then if you have sagging, we need to lift that skin up. And that's where the volumetric heating of the radio frequency comes in. And then you also get the radio frequency microneedling, which is an advancement on the microneedling, which is great for younger skin. But when you're older, you need that heat because the heat tightens the collagen, tightens the elastin. Like you take a piece of steak, you put it on the pan, it shrinks. That's exactly what happens. It tightens those collagen fibers. But obviously, we're not going to go to those temperatures to actually, we just get to, that sweet spot to tighten those collagen fibers and stimulate more collagen. That's the beauty about it.
Victor, do you see a lot of men coming in to skin renewal of all ages, and what are they doing?
Absolutely increases all the time. I'm in the position where I get to see a lot of the statistics of the business. And in the beginning, around 5% of our patient base was male, and that has moved up to nearly 30% of the patient base. By way of age, the average age of our patients when we started back 20 years ago was close on 40. Because of the number of young people now coming in to do prejuvenation, and make no mistake, we've got old people too. I think our current oldest patient is 82 years old, and she still comes in every month regularly for her treatments. But the average age of our patients has moved right down now into the low 30s because more and more people are aware of the fact that they need to start early in looking after their skin.
And then, of course, you should need a lot less later because if you start earlier, then it's more of a maintenance instead of all these severe treatments that have all this downtime.
And it's more difficult to treat, to improve, to get it back to where it was. It's
So a little bit for longer from earlier.
Little steps, little bit, all the way.
And then, Suzanne, we see human makeup's really radically shifting as well to become multifunctional products.
Absolutely.
And clean, microplastics free, vegan, and all these amazing ingredients that's in makeup now. I mean, is it really helping you with anti-aging, or is that just all marketing?
I think it really helps, but I think prevention is better than cure. And I think people are scared of treatments. And the more we educate people that they can start at a younger age and actually go for the treatments, it will just help to complement with your skincare, because skincare can only do so much, and so can makeup. But then be selective and choose makeup that can help the benefit of your treatment. That can help it, that can heal it. Choose something that can conceal it, that can heal it, can form that barrier to give your skin the time to heal through this treatment that it's gone through.
So it really is a lot about the subtle little changes, and the subtle ingredients, and choosing the right products, and also being knowledgeable. I mean, gone are the days where you say, well, I don't know, I don't understand this. You really do need to know. You need to research and know. Internationally, bioremodeling is very big. And is that something that the South African people are taking up already?
Yes, the bioremodeling. So we, there is one that, is called, for bioremodeling, but we have something that, we have the PRP and the PRF. And bioremodeling is working from the bottom up, like restructuring the skin. So you need these molecular weight hyaluronic acid, high and low, and that combination, so it's not a normal filler, but it's still a hyaluronic acid, and that is injected into the skin, and that remodels from the foundation up. So that's what bioremodeling is all
And it's
about.
a small change, but it's a long-lasting change, and it makes a long difference over time.
So you can actually do it with, with a product, or you can actually do it with your own plasma, which we call PRF. We can actually bioremodel your skin with PRF. So what we do is we draw a little bit of blood, we spin it down very slowly, we don't add an anticoagulant in, so it forms this fibrin mesh, and it's quite incredible how it works. And you apply it, you do microneedling. You can inject it into the skin. It's great for, for under-eye circles and teardrops. But you can also apply it after microneedling. And it, you've made these thousands of entry points where the PRF just sinks in. And so you're getting many benefits from the PRF. You're getting the biorevitalisation from the plasma. You're getting the bioregeneration because the PRF stimulates your own cells to make collagen. You're getting biostimulation. Oh, it's just the best.
And do you have to come often? How often do you have to come?
So you have to come, and then you have to do one treatment. 4 weeks later, you do another treatment, and then maybe 6 months, another one, and then you just maintain every 6 months. You come from microneedling, which on its own is bioregenerative because it's using, the micro injuries to get your own cells to start making collagen and banking collagen. It's all about banking collagen.
It's all about triggering a trauma on your skin.
Yes, a
and then it
micro-trauma.
defends itself
Yes.
and it builds itself. Yeah.
And then you get a controlled inflammation, and then that starts the whole collagen stimulation, and then you get collagen elastin stimulation.
And looking forward, what can we look out for at Skin Renewal and at Catrice? What is happening in the future? That is the products that's helping us with rejuvenation.
In the first instance, it's very important to understand that looking after your skin is not something that is done on a whim to do a specific treatment and then you hear about something, so then you do that treatment. That's not any kind of plan. When you buy a motor car, there is a plan attached to it. There's a service plan. There are small services, there are big services, and everyone at the garage knows exactly what they have to do at each service to preserve the length that you will be able to drive that car. The human being is exactly the same, and the skin is very much the same. So you need to have a journey planned, and that means seeing a professional on a regular basis and sticking to the plan, doing the things that are required, because that way your skin will last longer. We do it with our cars because if we don't do it, the guarantee lapses and then we land up with big bills. Unfortunately, we're not born with a service manual and we don't get a guarantee on our health. We have to take responsibility for it.
And
so,
yes,
give
and
it
that's
to a
where,
professional.
that's where skin specialists, you come and you see a skin specialist who's been trained to see what you need. What your friend used and made her skin amazing might not be exactly what you need. So the skin doctors will have a look at your skin, decide that you don't need PRF, you need, this is another fish that we have to fry. We have to do something else to your skin. And then they can set you on a path where you're not just going in and just buying all these products completely, which won't benefit your skin. You need to be assessed to see what skin condition you have, whether your barrier is impaired. Most of these skin conditions come with impaired barrier. And that's where the niacinamide, the ceramide creams are actually amazing. And we use a lot of ceramide creams, like we specially formulate a triple ceramide hydrating complex that you use while you're doing your skin treatments, especially if you're doing high active ingredients or you're doing retinoids, because that does impair your barrier. So you have a plan where you can, protect your barrier while you're doing all these high skin, these high active ingredients. I mean, the incredible ingredients that are coming from the, the labs overseas.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Okay, so there are many new, revolutionary retinoid, which is called gram-active retinoid that doesn't cause sensitivity. So you have to be careful and you have to get advice how to apply these active ingredients. You can't just, less is more, not just, slap it all on, because you are going to blow up.
Amazing. Suzanne, final thoughts from you?
Just to link to Dr. Marine, I think with Catrice, we are definitely looking at innovation, always looking to bring the best quality, newest ingredients into our products. Might it be clean beauty, microplastic free, but looking for ingredients specifically following trends like Korean beauty and getting that into our products, because your skin deserves the best. If you're investing in it, protecting it, if you want to enhance it, be selective. And we are so easy to read an INCI list on something we buy off the shelf that we eat. Start reading it on your products, because your skin will also eat it. It is your face.
It's what you apply to your skin. Your skin is your largest organ and it absorbs everything.
Every single thing.
Absolutely.
So make sure that you know what's in your products, know what ingredients are in your products, what they do, and that you see the specialists. We look forward to all the new innovation. And I personally already love and use all your treatments and products. So I can vouch that it definitely works. Thank you for all those interesting pearls of wisdom.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it. It's never too early. It's never too late. But the main goal should be that it is part of the journey. It should be a plan. And it is really something that you need to do for yourself on an ongoing basis. So take care of your skin, take care of your body, and make sure you know what ingredients are in your products.